HMA, juga Rektor Universitas Islam Sultan Agung Semarang, beliau yang terhormat Profesor Dr. Haji Gunarto SHMH, and all delegates from Turkey, also Malaysia. And ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to begin, please kindly take your seats. Before we start the event, we would like to ask for cooperation to switch your mobile phone to silent mode. It is to avoid any interruptions during the event. Baik, acara akan segera dimulai. And the event will be start in a few minutes. Thank you for your kind attention and cooperation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MOU and MOA Signation and visiting lecturer between Sultan Agung Islamic University, Usar and Serban Turkey, and Multimedia University Malaysia.
His Excellency, the Rector of Sultan Agung Islamic University, Profesor Dr. Haji Gunarto SHMH. Honorable, the Vice Rector 1 of Unisula, Dr. Muhammad Abdul Basir, SPD MPD. Honorable, the Vice Rector 2 of Unisula, Dr. Dedi Rusdi SE MSI AKTCA. Honorable, the Vice Rector 3 of Unisula, Dr. Ahmad Arifullah SHMH. Respectable, the Dean Faculty of Law Unisula, Profesor Dr. Haji Jawad Hafiz SHMH. Respectable, the Vice Dean 1 Faculty of Law Unisula, Dr. Ida Musofiana SHMH. Respectable, the Vice Dean 2 Faculty of Law Unisula, Dr. Muhammad Ngaziz SHMH.
Respectable Dr. Abdullah Agamas from Mersin University Ankara, Turkey. Respectable Mr. Muhammad Murad Oymez from Bandirma Onyedi Eylül University, Turkey. Respectable Dr. Nurliana Wafa binti Nakwib Wafa, Multimedia University, Malaysia. Respectable Miss Asmida binti Ahmad, Multimedia University, Malaysia.
We would like to extend our warm regards to all heads of study programs and secretary study program within the Faculty of Law, as well as distinguished guests and all participants today.
First of all, let us express our gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for His blessings, allowing us to gather here in a good health and without any obstacles. May peace and blessings always be one Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness into the lightness. And allow us to introduce ourselves. I am Reza Ayuning and
Erika Alifatul Husna
as your Master of Ceremonies today. And welcome to the MOU and MOA Signation and visiting lecturer between Sultan Agung Islamic University, Usar and Serban Turkey, and Multimedia University Malaysia. It is to celebrate the 63rd anniversary of the Faculty of Law Unisula. Big applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to briefly present today's agenda. The first agenda is opening. The second agenda is reciting the Holy Quran. The third agenda is singing the Indonesian national anthem and Unisula's hymn. The fourth agenda is speech by the Rector of Sultan Agung Islamic University. The fifth agenda is MOU and MOA signation. The sixth agenda is souvenir presentation and photo session. The seventh agenda is praying session. The eighth agenda is visiting lecture. And the last agenda is closing.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us open our ceremony by reciting Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
The second agenda is reciting the Holy Quran. To Ustadz Ali Mustafa, please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa'tasimu bihablillahi jami'an wa la tafarraqu. واذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إذ كنتم أعداء فألف بين قلوبكم فألف بين قلوبكم فأصبحتم بنعمته إخوانا وكنتم على شفا حفرة من النار فأنقذكم منها تهتدون كذلك يبين الله لكم آياته لعلكم تهتدون صدق الله العظيم.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to Ustadz Ali Mustafa for the beautiful recitation. The next agenda is speech by the Rector of Sultan Agung Islamic University. We respectfully invite Profesor Dr. Haji Gunarto SH.MH. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah. Wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma sholli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, amma ba'du. The Honorable Dr. Abdullah Akmas, Ushar Mersin University from Turkey, the Honorable Muhammad Murad OIMS, Ankara Bandirma Obyedi Eylül University, Turkey, the Honorable Dr. Sheikh Nur Leyana Fafa binti Sheikh Naguib Fafa, Direktur International Office Multimedia University, Malaysia. The Honorable Miss Asmida binti Ahmad, Vice Dean Faculty of Law, Multimedia University, Malaysia. The Honorable Dr. Insinyur Nur Cahyo, the head of the Semarang City Youth and Sport Against Diaspora, and his staff. The Honorable Dr. Andri Yulianto MT, Vice Director of PIP Semarang. The Honorable Dr. Trimulyani SPD SH.MH, Vice Dean Sri of Faculty of Law, USM Semarang, the Honorable, the entire delegate from Apelni, Unimus, Win Walisongo, and Unwadhas, the Honorable Professor Dr. Jawade Hafid, Dean of Faculty of Law Unisula. Here today's speaker, distinguished guests and all dressed, all structural officer at the Faculty of Law Unisula Semarang. Let us first attend and deepest gratitude in Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the Almighty, who has blessed us with the invaluable opportunity to gather today at this academic and ceremonial event, the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) among Universitas Islam Sultan Agung Semarang Unisula and Ankara Butirma Oyedi Eyüpful University, Signation University from Turkey, and also Multimedia University Malaysia, the Memorandum of Agreement between the respective Faculty of Law and the launching of a visiting lecture program as an expression of international academic exchange. Salawat and salam are always given to our great Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May we get Allah help and Prophet Shafaat at in the hereafter. On behalf of Unisula, I express my sincere appreciation to the leader of our partner university, especially the Faculty of Law, for the hospitality and firm commitment to international collaboration based on mutual academic goal and share ethical principle. Ladies and gentlemen, in an increasingly international world, collaboration across nation and institutional of higher education is no longer optional. It is a must. The evolving landscape of academic requires openness, synergy, and collective mobilization of intellectual resources to address both global challenge and local reality. The partnership between Unisula and respective partner from Ankara, Butirma, Otiyet, Eliful University, Signation University from Turkey, and Multimedia University Malaysia reflect the spirit of intellectual diplomacy within the South ASEAN region and the global. Those international are grounded and value-based education and the pursuit of excellence in legal status and beyond. The moment marked not only in the formalization of our institutional relationship, but also strengthening of a shared vision for a more inclusive, ethical, and sustainable legal education. Ladies and gentlemen, might to the event serve as the lasting academic friendship between our university and mind the impact of our collaboration read for beyond and word of our campus. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala guide our effort, bless our work, and invite our attention in the pursuit of excellence, trust, and benefit to humanity. Thank you very much for your attention. Bila taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to the Rector of Sultan Agung Islamic University, Professor Dr. Haji Gunarto SH MH, to the insightful speech today.
The next agenda is singing Indonesian National Anthem and Unisolas Hymn. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
And now, we enter to the MOU and MOA signation between Unisula Multimedia University and Usar Serban University. We respectfully invite the Rector of Sultan Agung Islamic University, Professor Dr. Haji Gunarto SH MH, and the Vice Rector 1 of Sultan Agung Islamic University, Dr. Ahmad Abdul Basir SPD MPD, and the Dean of Faculty of Law Sultan Agung Islamic University, Professor Dr. Haji Jawade Hafiz SHMH, and the Vice Dean Dr. Ida Musofiana SHMH. And also we respectfully invite Dr. Abdullah Akmas from Mersin University Ankara, Turkey, Mr. Muhammad Murad Aymes from Bandirma Onyedi Eylül University, Turkey. Also, we respectfully invite Dr. Nuliana Wafa binti Nakuib Wafa from Multimedia University and Miss Asmida binti Ahmad from Multimedia University, Malaysia. Alright, give applause for the MOU and MOA signation between Sultan Agung Islamic University, Multimedia University Malaysia, and Usar Serban University, Turkey. Ladies and gentlemen, this is souvenir presentation between Unisula Usar Serban University, Turkey, and also Multimedia University, Malaysia. Alright, big applause everyone. try big applause for the MOU and MOA between Sultan Agung Islamic University and Usar Serben University, Turkey. And then there is souvenir exchange. And it is continued with taking a picture together with all delegates from Multimedia University Malaysia and also Usar Serben University, Turkey. Dan dimohon kepada seluruh pejabat di lingkup Fakultas Hukum Unisula
Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is praying session to Dr. Haji Samsudin SAG MAG. Please welcome.
Let us take a moment to offer prayer to Allah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, hamdan syakirin, hamdan na'imin, hamdan yuwafi na'amahu wa yukafi'u mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa 'azimi sultanik. Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma aftah alaina abwabal ilmi wa abwabal hikmah wa abwabal ni'mah wa abwabal barakah wa abwabal istiqamah. Ya Allah, Tuhan yang maha agung lagi maha bijaksana, dengan penuh kerendahan hati dan kesyukuran yang mendalam, kami menghadap kepadamu pada hari yang penuh berkah ini. Kami bersyukur atas segala nikmat yang telah Engkau limpahkan, sehingga kami dapat berkumpul dalam majelis yang mulia ini, menyatukan hati dan tekad dari 3 lembaga ilmu yang berada di 3 negeri, Indonesia, Turki, dan Malaysia. Ya Allah, ya Rabb, Engkaulah yang mempertemukan kami dalam ikatan ilmu, iman, dan kemanusiaan. Engkaulah yang mengilhamkan kepada kami semangat untuk berkolaborasi, berinovasi, dan saling menguatkan demi kemajuan pendidikan ilmu hukum dan peradaban Islam yang rahmatan lil alamin. Pada hari ini, ya Allah, Kami memohon kepadamu agar Engkau memberkahi setiap butir perjanjian yang tertuang dalam Memorandum of Understanding ini dengan keberkahan yang nyata dan manfaat yang berkelanjutan. Menjadikan kerjasama ini menjadi jembatan ilmu yang menghubungkan generasi terbaik dari bangsa-bangsa di dunia, mengokohkan niat dan langkah Fakultas Hukum Unisula, USR Ankara Turki dan MMU Malaysia agar senantiasa istiqomah di jalan kebenaran dan keadilan. Ya Allah, ya Fattahu, ya Alim, bukakanlah pintu-pintu ilmu yang bermanfaat bagi seluruh sivitas akademika ketiga institusi ini. Jadikanlah para dosen, peneliti dan mahasiswa kami sebagai pelita peradaban yang menerangi kegelapan, sebagai penegak keadilan yang berlandaskan nilai-nilai Islam yang luhur. Ya Allah, lindungilah seluruh tamu dan undangan yang hadir pada hari ini. Berikanlah keselamatan kepada mereka dalam perjalanan, keberkahan dalam pekerjaan, kebahagiaan dalam kehidupan. Jadikanlah pertemuan hari ini sebagai awal dari persahabatan yang tulus dan kerjasama yang membawa maslahat bagi umat. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you to Dr. Haji Samsudin SAG MAG. And ladies and gentlemen, before we start our visiting lecturer, we would like to get a speech from the Dean of Faculty of Law, Sultan Agung Islamic University. We respectfully invite Professor Dr. Haji Jawade Hafid SHMH to deliver the address. Please welcome.
Terima kasih. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang terhormat dan sama-sama kita muliakan Bapak Rektor Universitas Islam Sultan Agung Profesor Dr. Haji Gunarto SMH beserta Ibu Rektor yang hadir bersama kita. Kemudian tamu dari Turki, Ankara, dan Malaysia, MMU yang kami hormati. Hadirin seluruh yang hadir, yang berbahagia. Secara singkat saja, yang pertama terima kasih yang sebanyak-banyaknya, terutama Bapak Rektor yang telah menghadiri, membersamai kita untuk menyampaikan sambutan sekaligus menyambut tamu kita dari Turki, Ankara dan Malaysia, sehingga acara awal kerjasama ini bisa dimulai dengan penandatanganan bersama yang baru saja kita saksikan. Selanjutnya acara ini akan dilanjutkan dengan visiting lecturer dengan penyampaian materi dari 4 narasumber yang dipandu oleh Dr. Ong Victoria. Yang terakhir, terima kasih kepada hadirin semua yang sudah memeriahkan acara ini. Semoga dapat berlangsung sampai dengan selesai dalam suasana penuh keakraban dan suasana keilmiahan. Saya kira demikian saja. Terima kasih. Selamat mengikuti kegiatan lecturer visiting profesor hari ini. Semoga Allah Subhanahu wa taala memberikan kemudahan dan memberkahi kita semua. Sekali lagi terima kasih. Mohon maaf atas segala kekurangannya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you to the Dean of Faculty of Law Unisula, Professor Dr. Haji Jawade Hafiz SH.MH. And the next agenda is the main season of this agenda today. This is the visiting lecturer between Unisula, Multimedia University, Malaysia, and Uzar Serban University, Turkey. We have 4 speakers today. The first speaker is Dr. Abdullah Akmas from Mersin University, Ankara, Turkey. The second speaker is Mr. Mohamed Murad Oymes from Bandirma Onyedi Eylül University, Turkey. The third speaker is Dr. Nurliana Wafa binti Nakwib Wafa from Multimedia University, Malaysia. And the last speaker is Miss Asmida binti Ahmad from Multimedia University, Malaysia. And also, this season will be guided by Associate Professor Dr. Ong Argo Victoria as the moderator. And we respectfully invite Associate Professor Dr. Ong Argo Victoria. Please welcome.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This very grace and a moment and happiness would like to make some continued program. We already and respectable to the Director of Unisula, Professor Dr. Haji Gunarto, SIMH, also the Vice Rector 1, Vice Rector 2, and Vice Rector 3, and also the Dean, Faculty of Law, Professor Dr. Haji Jawade Hafiz, and Vice Dean 1, Vice Dean 2, all head departments, security departments, and also our delightful members from internationals. Thank you so much from the Ankara and also Multimedia University and all the beloved participants today. We already finished some very formal for the MOU and MOA signations. So for the time now, we would like to delightful to inviting you for the stage. Now, please welcome to Dr. Abdullah Akmas. And the second speakers, specials from Bandirma Eylül University, Ankara, Turkey, dear to Muhammad Murad Oymes. And our beautiful guest from Multimedia University, Malaysia, Dr. Nurliana Wafa bin Wafa, please welcome. And ours also beautiful guests from Multimedia University, Vice Dean 1 for Academic and Collaborations, Miss Asmida. Okay, we're just waiting for the times. Okay, we would like to starting our programs. We make it, this is very little casual, yeah, because we already not so relaxed. We want to relax now, yeah. Now time for relax, yeah. For everyone, we have 4 speakers who would like to delivering the program, international program like scholarship, international collaboration, internship, and so on, yeah. So we can to make some great connection for the international level, okay, yeah. Okay, so before I starting today, yeah, I would like to asking you, how's your feel to come to Indonesia? This is your first time, or yes, just tell me first from Mohammed Ames.
Brother Ong, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this, how to say, casualties. Yeah, because after all those protocols, casualty is better. I think also for students too. It is great pleasure to be with you and with all those students and Parector, Gunarto, and other academicians, valuable, honorable academicians from Unisula. Indonesia is great, a great country. I do love Southeast Asia region, but in Semarang especially, I do like Semarang. And Unisula is a great university, as I see. Inshallah, we will have a great time, and then inshallah we will have a great collaborations in the future.
Wow, so this is the first time also come to Semarang, yeah, and Unisula, yeah. Okay, thank you, Aimes. I said to you, Aimes, yeah, Mr. Aimes. Okay, and also Dr. Agmas, what do you feel to come to Semarang City?
Thank you so much. It's great, Indonesia. I'm happy.
You are happy? No problems. You can using Turkish. Ah,
Beautiful.
beautiful. That's great. Beautiful, yeah. And also our beautiful lady from Multimedia University, Dr. Wafa. Everything okay? Everything happiness?
Alhamdulillah, so far so good.
So far so good.
Yeah, so this is my first time here in Semarang. I see everybody is very lovely and friendly with lovely smiles. So we look forward to exploring Semarang together.
Wow, that's great. And also Miss Asmida.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. Thank you very much for the warmth welcome. This is actually my first time to Semarang. In fact, my first time in Indonesia. Thank you for for welcoming us here, and I'm looking forward to work together with Unisula. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, yeah, for all the speakers. Give applause, please. Yes. Okay, like this, yeah. Like this, we have many students from many university. From Unisula, from PIP, from USM, from Unwahas, from IKI Veteran, and also many years. Yeah, we would like to sharing our knowledge in our international collaborations like that. And don't forget, if you have questions, yeah, in the last session you can giving some question. Understand? Okay, yeah. Don't be worried, don't be shy, just asking. Yeah. Okay. And now we would like to starting the first speakers. Yeah. Okay. So to Dr. Abdullah Agamas, please welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. Honorable Dean Javad Azim Hafiz, respected academicians, and dear guests, I greet you all with respect and warm regards. It is a great pleasure for me to be here with you today. First of all, I would like to thank the university administration for inviting us to this meaningful program and for hosting such a wonderful organization. At the same time, I would like to express how happy I am to be here, because I believe that universities are not only institutions where education is provided, but also centers where the future of societies is shaped. ideas are produced and solutions to the common problems of humanity are solved. As the International Strategic Research Center, we officially committed our establishment in April 2025 in Ankara, the capital city, Turkey, and started our activities. Where an independent think tank aims to provide effective strategic roadmaps for public institutions, private organizations, and decision makers through independent research. As USAR, our mission is to conduct academic, strategic, and social research at national and international levels and to develop solution-oriented, scientific, and sustainable policies to public institutions, universities, non-governmental organizations, and decision makers. Our vision is to become a pioneering think tank based in Turkey, yet influential on a global scale with high academic credibility and internationally recognized for its strategic analysis. Next slide, please. Okay. Our center aims to produce in-depth analysis in many fields ranging from politics to security and from economics to cultural transformations by conducting strategic research at national and international levels. We have a network of approximately 500 academicians conducted in nearly 70 of the 81 provinces in Turkey. Through this academic network, we carry out reports, field studies, and academic activities focusing on the solutions of social, political, economic, religious, and cultural problems. In addition, our center also conducts studies to contribute to the academic, cultural, historical, moral, and religious development of our youth, who are the guarantee of your future. Because we know that strong societies can only be built with strong generations. If we can educate our youth not only with technical knowledge, but also with morality, conscience, compassion, and responsibility, then our more just world can be established in the future. Next slide. Okay. With this perspective, With this perspective, in December 2025, we organized the first International Anatolian Academic Studies Symposium in Ankara under the main theme of the construction of social future and threats. This symposium was a very important step for our work. In this organization, attended by 25 universities from 17 countries. The Minister of Interior of the Republic and Turkey and the Turkish National Agency also took part as stakeholders. More than 100 academicians participated in this symposium, where important exchange of ideas regarding to the common future of humanity were. And one of these valuable academicians was the respected Argo Victoria, who is with us here today. Next slide, okay. Now we continue our preparations for a new and more comprehensive product. As USAR, with the accreditation of Council of Higher Education, together with 20 state universities from Turkey, the presidency of for Turk abroad and related communities and under Minister of Tourism, the Turkish Corporation and Coordination Agency, Yunus Emre Institute, the National Agency, Eğitim Birsen, which is the largest labor union, Turkey, 1 million members, and Milli Gençlik Vakfı and Anadolu Gençlik Derneği, which are largest organized youth organization in Turkey. We will organize the second International Anatolian Academic Studies Symposium between 26 and 29 August 2026 at the International University Sarajevo under the main theme of the Balkans in Changing World, Multidimensional Approaches and Interdisciplinary Perspectives. Next. Okay. And slides. We will that today the world is going through very serious crises, wars, economic inequalities, moral corruption, cultural conflicts, and many tragedies that hurt the conscience of humanity are taking place in many parts of the world. Children are dying and people are being displaced from their homes. In such a period, the responsibility of academicians, think tanks, and universities becomes much greater, because sayings exist not only to produce knowledge but also to guide humanity. As followers of Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we believe that Islam is a religion of peace, brotherhood, and justice. We think that what humanity needs today more than ever is compassion, morality, and the culture of living together. We believe that a world where all people can live together in peace regardless of religion, language, or race is possible. However, technological developments alone are not enough for this to happen. Moral and human values must also be strengthened again. Therefore, as Muslim academicians, we must unite around common values and present a new vision that will give hope to humanity. We must work together to establish a new world centered on justice and righteousness, where the oppressed are not persecuted, where people can live without fear, and where children do not die. I see this meeting we are holding today as a very valuable step toward this goal. As USAR, we attach importance to academic exchange program and coined academic studies to be carried out in this regard. And with this perspective, we cooperate with both national and international universities and institutes. Finally, I would like to sincerely thank our respected Rector and Dean Javad Hafiz, as well as the esteemed Dr. Ong and team, who set a great example for us in terms of organization. I would like to conclude my speech with the following meaningful words of Professor Dr. Necmettin Erbakan, who had a great influence on shaping my life. Sayings show what is right, but that alone is not enough. If there are 5 unlawful gains and 4 lawful gains, then religion and morality teach people that the 4 lawful gains are superior to the 5 unlawful ones. Science is like a compass in the hands of person lost in the forest. Just as reason is essential for learning sayings, the Quran, which show us this truth, is also essential for sayings. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for yours. Okay, all for the speakers, you can use the small microphone. That is better, I think. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Abdullah Agmas. You can sit down first. And now the second speaker is Mr. Muhammad Murad Aimes. Please give applause.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. I think it's that very protocolish program, so maybe we can go more casual, like on style. How are you? You seems very tired and how to say not awakened. Am I true or not? Yeah, I think bit awakened. Okay, it's okay. I'm here to represent Serbest Kürsü Association in Ankara, in Turkey. And the Serbest, I want to start with the meaning of our association. And I don't want to make, how to say, boring presentation. Can we go to previous one? Because I want to explain something there. A previous one, presentation, previous one. Okay. And now we can see the Serbest. Can you catch that? Serbest, the word, which means ser is the head, and the best in English. Best is the most good one, but in best in Farsi mean tight. So ser is head, best is tight. So where this head tight? Where should our head, our brains, our souls, because we are thinking, we are living here, right? We can live without our hand, we can live without our foot, leg, but we can't live without our head. Am I right? So where our heads tight, what is their connection? And Professor Abdullah mentioned Necmettin Erbakan, may he rest in peace. He's former Prime Minister of Turkey, and he has great influence on Muslim academicians in Turkey, Muslim politicians in Turkey. So he says that in the Islam, the head tied to head. He mentions a hierarchy. The head is tied to a head, and the utmost level, head tied to Allah in Islam. And in Zionism, all of us know Zionism, right? All of us know. Inshallah, we will, how to say, we will destroy them. Inshallah. Maybe we can't see, but you will see. I hope the next generation will destroy Zionism. I believe that in my heart. So in the Zionism, the head is tied to a head, and the head tied to Satan. That is the problems of today. That is the problems of the modern world. So to solve this, we must cooperate, we must be strong, we must be educated, and we must be awake. We must be awake. And maybe it could be better after talking about these issues, but it could be a great opening about talking about Zionism and the struggle between Zionism and Islam and Muslims. Now I would like to return the introduction of the association, and then inshallah I will finalize with words with struggle about Zionism and Islam. Who we are, who is Serbest Kürsü Association? We established in 2020, and it means in English Speaker's Corner. Speaker's Corner, you know that concept? In London, there's a Speaker's Corner. There's a corner at a park, and the people can come here and express their feelings, express their thoughts, and demonstrate their, how to say, opinions about that. But in Turkey, we use platform. Kürsü mean platform, and Serbest, as I explained, it means independent. In English, independent, no dependence, no value. So it's kind of libertarianism. We don't like libertarianism because if we are Muslim, so we must obey to Allah. So the independent word is not enough to express our thoughts. Actually, we are dependent. We are dependent to Allah, and then we became independent. So Serbest means independent, but that is why I explained all the etymologic root of Serbest. Because no one can be independent if they are Muslim. I will, open a discussion about the independence, term of independence. Is it merdeka in Bahasa? Merdeka? Independence? Merdeka, right? Yeah. Merdeka is okay. We don't have any problem with merdeka. But we have problem about no value. Liberalism, the utmost liberalism. We must be focused on that. So the Serbest Cultural Association, let's turn back, has this kind of problems in their mind. Our friends and I, we have a lot of problems in our mind to solve these problems. Inshallah, we will start with somewhere to affect all the international issues. Mostly we were at the, in Turkey, in Ankara. But right now, in this MOU association, thanks to Parektor Gunarto, we signed, and also Mr. Dean Jawada Hafiz, thank you so much. We started from somewhere to internationalize our studies in Turkey. So we would like to change the world, but it is very, an offensive claim, you know, to change the world. But it starts with steps. Take the first step and then we can move on. So every single day, actually, we are changing the world. You guys, you the students of Unisula, actually changing the world. When you make a decision, you are changing the world. Okay, do not underestimate your power to affect the world. All of us are changing the world. So can we go to next slide? Up, brother. Okay, thank you. So what are we doing for changing the world is actually basic things that I am mentioning. We can change the world. All of us are changing the world. We have robotic coding classes for the underdeveloped, regions of Turkey, and also those who do not afford to buy those kind of robotic stuffs and coding materials and computers. We run these courses free for them at Ankara University, and our sister Nurdeliz Altınoluk Erdogan, who is running these courses, and he is extremely, successful lady in Turkey about the entrepreneurship. So one of the issue we must focus about our studies, we must focus on entrepreneurship, social entrepreneurship. We must focus on academic entrepreneurship. We must get involved in the issues. We shouldn't, we have to not afraid from the, challenges. So entrepreneurship is important, and our lecturer back in Turkey is one of them. Inshallah, we would like to start a group from Unisula to make all those stuffs in Turkey. But especially there is low students, right? Are there mostly low students? Okay. Inshallah, also low students can learn robotics too. It is not forbidden, right? So also we have how to say symposiums. We have academic research about how to develop youth and how to create a better future. So can we go to next slide, please? What we are doing is, as I mentioned, robotic coding class. Our students in robotic coding class created how to say a button. This is a button. The big picture is a button is tied to a center. When they put the button, when they push the button, the alarm goes to a center, and the center follows the how to say critic health conditions of the patients or those who stay their home alone. So that is entrepreneurship. My study area is political science. As head an NGO, I created courses, and the course create a material like this. And most of them is engineer. But as the social scientists, like law, like political science, like sociology, we have a talent to bring people together, especially law. The lawyers in Turkey mostly involved in politics, in NGOs, something like this, because the lawyers must use the platforms to speak, defend the rights. You will be lawyers, right? So you will defend the rights. To defend the rights, you must speak, and if you talk, you can affect the world. That is the meaning of Serbest, Kürsü, and our association. Can we go next slide, please? It is also different organizations from our association. We can go to football match with the disabled persons. We can make research. We can make robotic classes, engineering. We are just some of faculties. So if you have any interest to come to Turkey for an internship or to discover, we can give you more heads to use, and believe in yourself. You can come to Turkey, you can go to a university for internship or a football club or anywhere you want, anything you're interested in. There's a football law. There is an international law on seas, maritime law. Am I right about the word maritime law, right? So if you come to Turkey, you will be welcomed by our association, inshallah. Can we go to next slide? Also, it is our academic symposium. Dr. Abdullah mentioned at his presentation. Also, Unisula. Yeah, can you see Unisula? Unisula is between me and Dr. Mazli. Unisula logo. You were there. Turkey is not far away. Okay? You can come and be welcome. Can we go to next slide? It's about news about our association. And next slide, please. Sumatra Viral. Dr. Ong. Yeah, we became the news here. And also how we are doing that, we have a company under this association, and we are creating our own funds to support this kind of exchange and programs. And if you come, inshallah, also we would like to support you. We would like to find scholarships, and we would like to find some other funds about your research and so on. Next slide, please. What we want is to create a better world. We must believe in ourselves first, and then we must create some, how to say, handsome solutions for daily life, in my opinion, in also my friend's opinion back in Serbest Kürsü. What is handsome solutions is for the daily life, especially the generation Z, Gen Z. They don't like to, how to say, work like their parents. How many of you guys, how many of you want to same job with your parent? Can we vote? Can we vote? How many of you, if you say yes, please raise your hand. How many of you want to do same job with your parents? Any yes? No yes? If you say yes, raise your hand. So for no, can you raise your hand? No? No, yes, no, no.
Yes, yes or no. Yeah.
They are dead.
Yes or no.
Yeah, they are
Yes.
a bit shy, I
Yeah,
think.
they sigh, they sigh.
Yeah, they're a bit shy. So the Gen Z wants, how to say, more modern works to do. They want to digitalize. They want some robotics. Even they, how to say, do tehtarik. They want robotics. They want robotics. So that's why we have to focus on coding, robotics, and modern technology, artificial intelligence, to create more powerful, how to say, speech in the court, to defend our clients. Everything is within and merged in technology, so we must use technology, and we must focus on this kind of handsome works. And next slide, please. I think we've finished, so sorry for too long presentation. Long, am I right? Was it a bit long?
No, it's good. It's
Good?
great
That's good.
explanations.
Okay. And at the end of my presentation, I would like to demonstrate the castle. This is the castle of Ankara. And Ankara, when the Ottoman Empire lost, all the Turkish history just, how to say, became and gathered in Ankara. And that castle and that city, Ankara has defended all the Turkish history, all the Ottoman history. So if you come to Ankara, we would be very happy. That castle is an symbol. All of us, every single one of us, even we are young or not, even we are students or lecturer, we are castles. We are demonstrating something as Muslim. I would like to finish my words with a memory, with a Southeast Asian, Indo-Malay statesman memory. He is my friend, and he said me that three statesmen are speaking about the problems of the world and how to solve Zionism, Israel, Palestine, Iran, Turkey, and so on. And he said that one of these statements said, he is Indo-Malay. He said, brother, we are ugly. We are ugly for the rest of the world. I mean the look. He said, we are ugly, we can't solve. Only Iran and Turkey can solve. I don't believe in that misbelief. I am an alumni of International Islamic University, Malaysia, IIUM. I live among Malays and Indonesians. And you know what? You are far more beautiful than you think. Just remove the dust Remove the dust. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization upon you. Remove the dust of the Western civilization up There is 250 million Indonesian, right? 250 million Indonesian, and also 50 million, near 50 million Malaysians, Singapore, and so on. I'm just calculating roughly. There is 300 millions of Muslim Indo-Malay speaking Bahasu mostly people. Just believe in yourself. Just remove the clothes that the Westerns just put you to dress. You are beautiful. Your mind is clever. You are stronger than you think. Believe in yourself. You can change the world. We can change the world. And the world is changing. And the new threats are coming, but we are strong. We are strong to resist. And I would like to finalize my words with Pahlawan President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The world is bigger than 5. The world is bigger than 5. The world is bigger than 5. Terima kasih for listening me.
Oh, Grace, clap applause. Wow. Thank you so much. Everything great. Thank you. Okay, now we come to the third speakers, to Dr. Wafa. Please welcome. Give applause, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa kabar semua? Masih berada di dalam dewan atau sudah sampai ke London? Ada ya, masih jaga ya. Baik, let me introduce myself. So I am Dr. Nurliana Wafa. I'm the Director of International Collaboration and Engagement at Multimedia University Malaysia, atau pendeknya MMU. First of all, I would like to thank Pak Rektor, Bapak Dekan dan juga Dr. Ong and all dosen-dosen di sini ya for a very warm welcome to us. So it's been a very good session so far. So my session for today is to introduce you to our university and to talk about exchange program. Boleh saya tahu siapa yang sudah ke Malaysia? Ada? Oh, masih ramai belum. So if you're thinking of doing 1 semester study abroad in Malaysia, you can consider our exchange program. What you saw just now, the one that we signed, we signed the student exchange agreement, di mana 5 pelajar dari Unisula, 5 students from Unisula are able to study at MMU for 1 semester without having to pay tuition fees. So it's a really great opportunity for you to get to learn something abroad. It's not long, 1 semester is relatively short. So if you miss your mother, your father, so don't worry, exchange program is a good option. Alright? So kenapa study di Malaysia? Siapa boleh beritahu saya mungkin 1 atau 2 kelebihan untuk belajar di Malaysia? What do you think would be the benefit of studying in Malaysia? 1. Can anybody tell me? Enggak ada. Tak spesial Malaysia.
Spesial, mereka ni pemalu. Mereka ni pemalu, ya.
Enggak boleh malu dong. Fakultas hukum mesti berani.
Ya, harus berani ya.
Ya, gimana mau bicara dalam court nanti? Ya, jangan malu-malu. So Malaysia and Indonesia, our culture is roughly the same. Ya, kita serumpun, I would say. But there's a difference where you go across the sea, you will see slightly different culture, how people live their life. Especially in Malaysia, we have 3 major communities, the Malay, the Chinese, the Indian, and also of course other races who are also in the east of Malaysia. Okay, so we share various traditions, various cultures, so you get to experience that studying abroad. Okay, next. So these are some of the reasons why you should visit Malaysia. Okay, like you, we also have a very beautiful mosque. This is one example, the Putrajaya Mosque in Putrajaya. Even if you are non-Muslim, you are always welcome to come, yeah, and visit the mosque. Its architecture, its surrounding. Next. Batu Caves, Selangor, ini kuil Hindu, ya. Tapi semua pelawat boleh datang. Jadi ini merupakan salah satu tempat lawatan untuk banyak pelawat dari masyarakat antarabangsa. Next. This is the Ket Lok Si Temple. This is a Buddhist temple in Penang. It's slightly north of the country. You see, it's very big, yeah, and the lights are very nice at night, so it's worth a visit. Next. Cameron Highlands, Pahang. So in Malaysia, it's not just hot, yeah, it's not just 35 degrees. So if you feel like you want to get a little bit of cool weather, you can go up the mountains. You can go here, Cameron Highlands. There are tea plantations, strawberry plantations, and you can eat scones, watching the hills and so on. If you like islands, okay, you can go to Sipadan Island, Sabah. Yeah, it's a wonderful place for snorkeling, scuba diving. Yeah. Okay, next. If you want to go further up, you can go and climb the Mount Kinabalu in Sabah. So you see the geographic elements are very much vary. Yeah, there's a variety of experience. If you come to Malaysia, we'd be happy to recommend those places to you. Okay, next. Yeah, same like Indonesia also, we have the Pasar Malam night market. But here, maybe the food is slightly different. You can try Malaysian food here at Malaysian Pasar Malam. Next. And of course, our food, some might be the same, but there are many different food as well. It's good to try. All right, next. Now, why study at Multimedia University? So we are ranked in the Times Higher Education World Ranking as well as QS World University Rankings, and we provide accredited programs across many disciplines, not just law. We have engineering, we have business, we have management, creative multimedia, film, okay, communication, and many others. So what you see there is our campus in Cyberjaya. So we have two campuses, one in Cyberjaya, one in Malacca. Malacca is slightly south of Kuala Lumpur. Okay, next. Okay, so we have 18,000 students currently, and among them 2,400 students are international students from 85 countries. So if you come to MMU, you're not just meeting Malaysians, you will meet people from 85 different countries. So as I mentioned, we have many faculties. We have 10 across the disciplines that you can see there. We have graduated around 80,000 students to date. So that's the location of our campuses. The main bigger one is Cyberjaya. The slightly smaller one is in Malacca. So this is our campus. We have a modern and green campus environment. Next. These are some of the examples of our lab. Yeah, we have really conducive learning spaces equipped with modern technology. And also we have a very vibrant student lifestyle and activities. So if you come to Malaysia, kamu tak akan rasa asing. Yeah. So if you are concerned living abroad, yeah, it's not difficult to assimilate with Malaysia. You get the experience of everything, not just local traditions, but also international, because we have many international students at the university. Okay, so what will happen? If you come to MMU as an exchange student, we will have a welcome session. We will conduct cultural trips, yeah, bring you around the country. We will have networking events with other students, and we will also conduct social activities sometimes you will be involved in SDG activities. Yeah, you go and visit the community. Yeah, maybe we can have activities with animals, the nature, and so on. So as for academically, there's a wide course selection. So if you want, you can. It's like a shopping lah. Kamu boleh pilih subjek apa yang kamu mau ambil. Yeah, all are English medium classes, and you can do individual and group projects as well as practical work. Next. So these are some of the examples of short-term and long-term mobility activities. So if you don't want to come for one long semester, we also have 2-week programs, yeah, 1-week program depending on the objective. Okay, next. Okay, here are some of the examples also. We will teach you how to make local kueh and so on. Okay, so accommodation, we have on-campus accommodation based on twin sharing or triple sharing. Next. But if you prefer air-conditioned living spaces, yeah, we have off-campus apartment as well. So these are some of the facilities that we have on campus. We have an Olympic-sized swimming pool. We have a motion capture studio. If you're familiar with Avatar movie itu, tahu nggak? Tahu kan?
Boboiboy.
Boboiboy belum. Ini motion capture. Kalau Avatar itu, you know, they have these markers placed on their body, so all the movements are captured in 3D, right? So we have that lab for you to do your visual effects projects in the motion capture studio. So that includes 3D animation also, yeah? We have a proper cinema, we have a lake for recreational activities, and we have a virtual production stage. This one is in collaboration with a Russian company. So, kamu tahu green screen? Yeah, green screen shooting. So now we don't utilize green screen anymore. We use a virtual background. So that is a huge LED screen around. So if you project, let's say, a scene in France, yeah, Eiffel Tower at the background. So if you sit at the back, the camera can track your movement together with the background of Eiffel Tower. So gak perlu lagi green screen, a lot of editing, post-production, yeah. So this one is it's one of the latest technology, okay. And we have sports facilities, of course. Facilities in Cyberjaya, we have shopping complexes nearby the university. We have the train station if you want to go to Kuala Lumpur. And we have a hospital, a police station nearby, so it's quite a safe location, yeah, for you to study. Okay, cost of living in Malaysia ini bergantung ya kepada perbelanjaan kamu. In general, it's about 1,500 to 2,500. Tapi kalau hari-hari minumnya Starbucks ya mungkin lebih, ya kan? Okay, but if you jimat-jimat 1,500 atau mungkin kurang bisa. Okay, next. Okay, eligibility, you must be a full-time bachelor student at your university. You must be nominated by your home university. Yeah, you cannot apply directly individually. You have to go through your university. The minimum CGPA required is 3.0. Sini pakai CGPA? Yeah, okay.
IPK. We said IPK.
IPK
Yeah,
3.0, yeah? And you must provide evidence of English proficiency because our courses are in English. Alright, next. Okay, these are all the processes lah. Lagi terus. Okay, program timeline. So if you are interested, we have 3 trimesters. Usually people come during trimester 1 and trimester 3, that is the long trimester. Okay, so itu merupakan tarikh-tarikh untuk tahun 2026. So if you are interested to come in October, you can start applying from now until 31st July, and your classes will start on 26th of October until February. Next. So this is the fee. The registration fee is ringgit Malaysia 3,620. This one includes visa application, your insurance, your medical checkup, registration, airport pickup. Jadi kamu tak perlu pening-pening mau apply visa. Apa dokumen mau semua kami akan uruskan, ya. Untuk akomodasi di luar kampus, itu harganya depending on your preference lah. If you like a single bedroom, then it will be slightly more expensive. Okay, next. Okay, ini semua processes. Maybe you can skip to the second last slide. Terus lagi. Yeah. Okay, this is basically the exchange deck. I've passed this to Dr. Ong. So maybe if you are interested, you can reach out to Dr. Ong to see what are the subjects available that you can choose from. Okay, for Faculty of Law, these are the subjects. Like I mentioned, it's like a shopping, ya. Ada banyak pilihan. So antaranya, okay, legal skills, constitutional law, law of torts, cyber law, criminal procedure, law of evidence, mooting, apa lagi, Islamic law, company law, public international law, dan banyak lagi, ya. And you can actually transfer your credit. So if you take the subjects there, let's say 3 subjects, you don't have to retake the subjects here at Unisula. So consider your credit can be transferred. Okay, but the mapping will have to be done by your dosen lah. Alright? Okay? Next. Okay, jika ada apa-apa pertanyaan, ada lagi tak? Next satu lagi. Tak ada. Okay. You can email us at exchange@mmu.edu.my. Itu alamatnya. exchange@mmu.edu.my if you have any questions.
Di foto. I will share to them also.
Yes. Dr. Ong will also share if you are interested. Please reach out to us. We are more than happy to have you at MMU. Alright, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Wah, thank you so much, Dr. Wafa, for your very wonderful explanation about student exchange in 1 semester. Okay, and now the last speaker is Miss Asmida. Please welcome.
Okay, Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Okay. Good morning everyone. I hope you are still awake. Yeah. Alright, okay, so today my topic will be more emphasized on the area of law itself, that is the system credit in notary law, a comparative studies between Malaysian and the Indonesian law. Okay, so bear with me here. Alright, okay, so as a matter of background, okay, so due to the expansion of banking, what else? Commercial, financial, and secured transaction within our region, Southeast Asia especially, has basically increased the importance of legal certainty in credit documentation. Okay, so what we can say here is that the notarial institutions play a central role in ensuring the authenticity, the enforceability, as well as evidentiary validity of legal institutions in many jurisdictions. Okay, so the so-called presentation, will be about the comparative study, that examines the legal framework, that governing the credit system in the notary law between Malaysia and Indonesia, right? And this presentation also basically highlights on the different institutions, legal traditions, what else? The civil law, the law itself, the civil law in Indonesia, as well as the common law. In Malaysia, we followed the common law tradition, and how does these both laws, shape the role of notaries in banking as well as financial transaction. So as what you can see here. Yeah, can we go to the next slides? All right. So the aim of this presentation is basically to examine the legal framework regulating the notarial institutions, yeah, as well as functions in the credit transactions in Malaysia as well as Indonesia. All right, and then the secondly will be to compare the role and the authority of notaries in banking as well as the secured financing. And number 3 will be analyzing the evidentiary value as well as the enforceability of the notarial documents. And fourthly, to evaluate the strengths and challenges for both legal systems, Malaysia as well as Indonesia. And finally, the aim is to propose, inshallah, the future developments, yeah, and the possible harmonization, yeah, within the Asian legal framework. Okay, so as we go along to the key findings based on my readings, based on my research, yeah, so I can lay down few items, yeah, on the key findings. The first one here that I'm going to share with you will be on the difference in the legal tradition, as I have mentioned earlier in the background. Number 1, okay, when we take a look at the Indonesia, yeah, it adopts the civil legal system, yeah, civil law system that is obviously all of you are fully aware, inherited from the Dutch legal system or traditions, yeah, the colonial administration basically, yeah. And then when we take a look, I mean, under this framework, the notaries are basically public officials. Yeah? Notaries are public officials that are authorized to prepare authentic deeds, yeah, with a strong evidentiary value. Meantime, yeah, in Malaysia, it's slightly different, where Malaysia follows the obviously the common law system, as I have mentioned just now, which we inherited from the British, what do you call this, legal tradition, yeah. And in Malaysia, yeah, in Malaysia, the advocates, yeah, the advocates and the solicitors, yeah, they took most of the transactional and credit documentation functions, while notaries, yeah, notaries public, they possesses comparatively limited authority. Okay, all right, and then so that's the first findings that I can see. I mean, between Indonesia and Malaysia. And secondly, the key findings will be looking at the role of the notaries in the credit transaction, right? In Indonesia, okay. So in terms of the Indonesian notaries, yeah, they play a crucial role, yeah, a substantial role, as a matter in fact, that is number 1, in preparing the authentic credit agreements. Number 2, drafting the deeds, the mortgage deeds, okay. And then number 3, registering. Their role is in registering fiduciary guarantees. Number 4, corporate financing documentations. And number 5, secured transaction agreements, as well as the banking compliance procedures. Okay, so basically Indonesia, which I believe that all of you are aware, yeah, what you call that, these notaries, yeah, notaries in Indonesia plays a very important role, yeah, as far as looking at the credit transactions, are concerned. While in Malaysia, all right, okay, the most credit as well as the banking documentation is prepared by, like I mentioned just now, by the lawyers, the advocates, and the solicitors, which include the facilitating the agreements. What else? Guarantees, yeah. And then and since Malaysia also, we are having this Islamic banking, so as well, looking at this matter, the credit transaction, so Islamic banking documentations are also, what you call that, will be done, as well as the related documentation related to the securities. Okay, so all in all, what I can say here is that as far as looking at the role of the notaries in the credit transaction between Malaysia and Indonesia, that the authentic deeds, authentic deeds are prepared by Indonesian notaries that possesses executional force, and they must have a strong evidentiary value. So that is the status, okay, of the current notaries public in Indonesia, while in Malaysia, the Malaysian notaries public mainly authenticate the signatures as well as certify documents, for international use, for example. Okay, so the limitation of the role can be seen under this what you call that in the credit transaction itself, compared to the Indonesian, which have a much bigger role, in the credit transaction. Okay, and then the third key findings was that in terms of the evidentiary, the value of the evidence, the value of the documents, which is used as evidence, all right, in Indonesia, all right. Indonesia grants the authentic deeds, play a strong legal standing before the courts, so the deeds are presumed to be valid unless it is proven otherwise. Okay, so that is the strength, what you call this, on the evidence, the value of the evidence are presented or tendered in the court of law. And as for the Malaysia, the Malaysian, while Malaysia treats the loan, pinjaman credit and security documentation as ordinary, what you call this, documentary evidence, that is of course subject to judicial evaluation, okay, when it is tendered as evidence in a court of law. So it is subjected further to the judicial what you call that, evaluation, as well as interpretation, contractual interpretation. Okay, again, it is subjected to what you call that, interpretation, and further what you call this, evaluation, interpretation from the court of law in case of any legal issues arise. Okay, and then the other findings, comparatively between Indonesia and Malaysia will be in terms of the enforcement mechanism. Enforcement mechanism. For what I can say, in Indonesia, it allows the certain authentic deeds to contain executional clauses that enabling direct enforcement. While Malaysia, generally relies on the judicial proceedings, foreclosure actions, as well as insolvency processes. All right. So all in all, in terms of the comparative overview, what I have mentioned just now, we can see the difference in the aspect of legal tradition. Okay, and then number two will be on the status of the notary themselves. Indonesia, as I mentioned just now, is what you call this public official, while in Malaysia is they are more of a certifying officer. So the jurisdiction, the power will be much more limited compared to the Indonesia. All right, and then of course the credit documentation, evidentiary strengths. What else? In terms of the executionary mechanism. Executional, what do you call that, force. In Indonesia, it is available, while compared to Malaysia, generally not available, because we also both, of course, bound by the law, right? Okay. Hence, what do you call that? How to say? The in terms of the mechanism also differs, right? And then as for the documentation, banking documentation, the Indonesia frequently notarized, while the in Malaysia, the solicitor prepared. It is solicitors are prepared, right? Okay, so now let's take a look at the advantage, yeah, the advantages and the challenges, both in Malaysia as well as in Indonesian system, as far as looking at this so-called credit transaction or credit system is concerned, right? Okay, so I can put here about four things, four advantages, yeah, in the Indonesian system, looking at the notary law is concerned. Okay, number one, Indonesia have a strong legal certainty. Number two, yeah, it enhance the creditor protection. Yeah, it enhanced the creditor protection. Number three, yeah, will be the preventive legal safeguards. Yeah, and then finally, that is the efficient, yeah, the efficient secured transaction documentation itself. Okay, and then of course for Malaysia, yeah, in Malaysian law, yeah, according to the Malaysian law, the notaries, yeah, it offers greater, I would say, I mean based on my readings, yeah, it for what I can say here is that it offers a greater contractual flexibility, okay, between the notary and the customer. And then number two, it offers the efficient solicitor-based transactions. And number three, that will be Malaysia, I would say that have a strong judicial adaptability because of the interpretation in case of any legal disputes, yeah, related to this matter. And then finally will be the advanced Islamic finance integration, right, that we have in the system. Okay, and then of course there are challenges, yeah, there are challenges as well when we are talking about the system, the legal system itself, in related to the credit system. Okay, in the Indonesian system, we can see that it involves bureaucratic formalities. Okay, bureaucratic formalities. Number two, there will be issue as well in terms of the administrative complexity. And number three, of course, will be in terms of the potential ethical concern, yeah, potential ethical concerns, yeah, involving the notarial authority. Okay, and of course, I need to say as well, Malaysian system as well have its own challenges. Yeah? It also have the challenges, for example, in terms of the evidentiary presumption is quite weak. Yeah? Evidentiary presumption is quite weak, and then of course longer enforcement procedure as well as a limited preventive authentication. All right, so I prepare as well. Yeah, I prepared as well on the some of the recommendations. Yeah, for future reforms. Yeah, this is for both a legal system actually. All right. I think I have 4. Can we go to the next slide, sir? Okay, 4 or 5. 5. All right. So these are some of the several proposed reforms. Yeah, for future. For the betterment of the notary law itself. Okay. Number 1 is the expansion of the electronic notarization system. Yeah, electronic. Yeah, we're all going for AI and all that. Yeah. So I think we need this, right? And then of course digital integration for the of secure transaction registration itself, and then of course cross-border recognition of authenticated documents, because sometimes we would have what we call that transaction, credit transaction between a loan from Indonesia to Malaysian company, for example, vice versa. Okay, so we need that cross-border recognition in terms of the authenticated documents, right? And then of course we need to as well enhance the professional ethics as well as compliance among others, and of course cooperation between the Asian countries, especially here in banking as well as secured transaction law. Okay, so all in all, for what I can say here is that in conclusion, the comparison that I have shared with you just now demonstrate that Indonesian civil law model Indonesia prioritize documentary authenticity, all right, and at the same time it preventive there is a preventive legal certainty, okay, through the use of authentic deeds just now, right. While Malaysia, we are following the common law framework. We emphasizes on the contractual flexibility, and of course the deeds are prepared by the advocates and solicited. It is a solicited based commercial practice. For what I can say, both laws, both a system possess their own unique strength. They have their own unique strength, and may contribute to the betterment or the future regional harmonization, looking at the secured transactions and notarial practices in Asia. All right, I think I stop my presentation here. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Ms. Asmida. It's one of the great for the notary credits, comparison between Malaysia and Indonesia. Okay, now we would like to continue our session to question and answer. But before that, saya akan bantu Anda untuk mengingat-ingat untuk pemateri kita. Pertama, Dr. Abdullah Agamas, beliau menerangkan dengan usar, angkara. Jadi programnya seperti simposium internship, magang kerja, magang kerja boleh sebulan, 2 bulan. Nanti all for the accommodation, hopefully like me, all is covered by USAR, isn't it? Yeah, covered by USAR. All accommodation, all. Semua akomodasi akan ditanggung USAR, jadi gratis berangkat aja, daftar berangkat. Daftar seleksi berangkat gratis sebulan 2 bulan Kemudian untuk Muhammad Murad Aimes itu Serban, Serban juga, Angkara juga. Itu programnya lebih khusus ke program ke organisasi seperti mahasiswa gitu terus dosen-dosen kemudian juga bekerja sama dengan Ankara University and Robotics. You said robotics program also, isn't it? Sports also. And kemudian nomor 3 ada Dr. Wafa telah menjelaskan tentang student exchange 1 semester. Kalau 1 semester ini untuk kuliahnya gratis dokter Kuliahnya gratis, kita tinggal akomodasi sehari-hari saja begitu. Registration aja gitu. Untuk asrama bisa dipotong nggak nih, diskon gitu? Boleh usahakan oke begitu Kemudian untuk yang terakhir, untuk materi sistem kredit for notary between Indonesia and Malaysia juga menerangkan materi khusus untuk menerangkan perbandingan sistem kenotariatan yang ada di Indonesia dan di Malaysia itu seperti apa, seperti tadi seperti banking, economicals, transaksi internasional dan lain-lainnya. Sekarang boleh dibantu saya termintanya jawab, Mas Zaidan, boleh dibantu mikrofonnya, silahkan bisa bertanya. Dari Unisula, dari USM, dari Unwahas, dari Unimus, dari PIP, Unisula juga Jadi we open for the 3 students for asking Sebutkan nama, institusi, kemudian pertanyaannya. Di sebelah sana dari PIP yang pakai seragam ini Mbak. Zaidan saja Mbak Zaidan bantu kasihkan dulu Zidan. Zidan tanyanya nanti, yang tamu luar dulu oke, thank you.
Cek. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Sultan Kans Almasa. I am from Merchant Marine Polytechnic of Semarang. I am a nautical department. I'm a 7th semester, so this is my last year on PIP. So I just want to ask if you have a scholarship as a master degree, because now I'm learning on the maritime school. So maybe next year I will working on officer on the ships. So I'm asking about master degree. If you have a scholarship for master degree about law, economical or robotic or something else or multimedia, if you have, can you give me terms and condition? Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. Dr. Wafa first, yeah. Give applause. Yeah.
Terima kasih atas soalannya. So I will answer on behalf of Multimedia University. For postgraduate scholarship, we do have it. Yeah, we have for international students the research program. So if you are interested, kamu dari program apa tadi? Nautical. Okay. Okay, jadi bergantung kepada program studi yang kamu berminat. Yes, we do have scholarship that you can apply for. So if you are interested, I will pass you the information later. Ya, ada linknya, jadi informasinya boleh dilihat di situlah. Cuman of course when you talk about scholarship, there are some requirements that you have to fulfill, yeah, and you have to maintain your progress for your research also.
Okay, I will help you to make some information and also the link. Okay, okay. Maybe also from Usar and also Serban have some scholarship for masters. You can, yes, you can, yeah. I will translate for you.
Actually, USAR and Serbes Kürsü is partner organizations. So mostly I can answer all the questions. For the master degree, actually the scholarships are, how to say, less than PhD. I advise you, if you can't find scholarship at master degree, you focus on PhD. There is scholarships in Turkey. Also, some of the organizations, governmental organizations, give scholarships as Turkish scholarships. Turkish scholarships, very common, and there is a lot of Indonesian students in Turkey using these scholarships. Also, if you finish your master degree, then we can talk about PhD too. I couldn't catch your, how to say, a bachelor. What is bachelor degree of him? In nautical department, it is way more easy than the other social sciences, for example, politics and so on. It is way more easy. If I can get your CV and your letter of intent, I will take care of, I will not promise, okay, I'm not promising, but I will take care personally about your interest to find scholarship back in Turkey.
Saya terangkan ya Mas ya. Jadi kalau untuk yang Dr. Wafa, untuk program nanti akan saya terangkan ke Anda dan kasih materinya ya. Untuk di Ankara itu lebih banyak programnya adalah program beasiswa S3 ya daripada S2. Jadi caranya gini, sekolah S2 master di MMU, lulus dari MMU baru sekolah di Ankara. Begitu ya. Nanti kirim CV akan saya teruskan ke beliau. Paham?
There is no C in Ankara, so that is why I am.
Yeah. Maybe change to the another subject.
So I will take care for the seaside universities. There is no sea in Ankara, so there is
Yes.
no nothing.
Oke. Jadi beliau bilang begini, kalau untuk meneruskan program kelautan, berarti nanti akan ditembuskan ke kampus yang ada kelautan. Saya pikir this is no problem because for the PhD many people can cross to this another check project like that, like me and medical and law and management like that, isn't it? Okay, great. Oh yeah. Law. Economicals. That's great.
So in the social sciences like economics, business, it is hard to get scholarship actually. That is true. That is for West, East, everywhere. Because the social science, it is hard to find scholarship. Am I right? It is not very common in social sciences to get scholarship at master degree. For master degree, I would, how to say, advise you to do that in a different university. It is my personal advice about your academic future. If you do that with a different university, it gives you a perspective. And then with that perspective, if you can find scholarship, don't how to say, quit to follow these scholarships. But if you can't find, then maybe you can change the university to master and then follow the scholarships for PhD. For the economics, for the social sciences, there's a lot of students, only government gives scholarship for those social sciences. But as I say, I will personally follow the brothers' demand about that because the maritime background is very important for the future.
Okay, thank you so much. So you got it, the point, isn't it? Okay, next question. Okay, Zaidan, Unisula.
Oh, check. Okay, my name is Zaidan. I'm from Alsa Unisula from Laos. I'm Laos student. I want to ask you both of you about for Laos student perspective, what is the specific advantage that studying law at your institution over that would be difficult to find somewhere else? Whether it's access to particular legal system, or maybe international exposure, or maybe industry connection. What is the concrete value of your preparation? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Zaidan from Unisula.
Okay, Assalamualaikum, and thank you for the question. Correct me if I'm
Yes,
wrong.
correct.
Okay, right. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. You were asking about the advantage of studying bachelor degree of law in MMU, kan? Alright, okay. So I would say that comparatively with other universities in Malaysia, we are the first private law school in Malaysia, and we are the only university, the first university as a matter of fact, to receive this exemption from doing the certificate in legal practice. So meaning to say you don't have to go, you don't have to take another 1 year of exam, bar exam. As a matter in fact, you just go straight doing chambering for 9 months, and then you will be called to the bar. You will be called to the bar, as in you will be officially become the advocates and solicitors. And of course, in terms of the fees, yurannya, comparatively, we are among the lowest, fees that we offer at the MMU for LLB in Malaysia. Yeah. What else? All right. In terms of the areas of research, since we are MMU, Multimedia University, so most of our expertise will be more on the AI law, cybercrime, things of that, research area. Yeah, I think that is so far that I can share, yeah, the advantages of studying.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Asmida. So that is one of the no need to taking for examination, directly to the chambering, and also the practical in the bar like before you apply the advocate, isn't it? and solicitors. Okay, you got it, the points? Okay, the next questions. Okay, let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please let me introduce myself. My name is Ezra Flavian. I'm from to National Marian Polytechnic of Semarang. So maybe it's the just simple of my question. This is our program international, our program to give student exchange for us. But sometimes we still have many maybe a little problem about English language, about how to speak language. Sometimes we not too confident about that. Do you have, my question is, do you have a solution about that? Or do you have a program about how to make a confident for, especially for a person, for a people, a student in Indonesia? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, maybe first for Turkey, after that Dr. Wafa. Dr. Wafa first? Dr. Wafa first, okay.
Thank you for the question. Okay, for exchange student, as long as you are able to understand the instructions in English, you can answer in English, you can do your project well in English, it should be fine. Okay, but if you're looking to participate in an English program, maybe it's just a short term, you know, it's not even 1 semester, maybe a 2 weeks program, we can also have that kind of program for you and your cohort. Okay, so for exchange, the English requirement is not very high. As long as you can understand, you can complete your assignment, it should be fine lah. Yeah. But for the short-term program, we can create a custom program. So if your university would like to come to MMU for 1 week or 2 week English intensive program, we can create that program for you.
Okay, so not all the program using English, yeah. So we can also delivering, asking like special, like short term like that. So we can use a Melayu also in the class. Maybe you have class of Melayu or multimedia.
We don't have Malay.
All the English.
It's all English.
Okay, but before that, the program they should study first, like before 1 week, or something like that, or only that you understand to writing finish.
Yeah, as long as you can complete the assignments
as long
in
as
English. And when the lecturer talk about a certain topic, you can understand, it should be fine.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Wafa.
Okay. First, I advise you to how to say, improve your English first. If you go to abroad, you need English. You need English. That is the reality. You must improve your English before you go. And back in Turkey, we mostly speak Turkish in the street because you will have a life in the streets, in the real life. You need Turkish. For the faculty, for your education, it's up to your degree, it's up to your study area what to work on it. And to be real, to be honest, the English must be known very well. And also you need some Turkish, at least A2 or B1 level. In Turkey, we also provide Turkish classes. But before you go, maybe you can, how to say, improve your skills about the Turkish, because this is, how to say, very new language for you and very far away culture from Indonesia, Malaysia. So I prefer you take some Turkish classes, and also there is Yunus Emre Institute and some other, how to say, language classes under the embassy. So you can take Turkish classes from the Turkish embassy in Indonesia. I think they give online too. I just checked, but I am not sure it is how to say, current information or not. But I prefer, if you want to go to Turkey, you must learn some Turkish too.
Okay, so better right now, you should practice English every day, okay? Depend on the country you will visit, you should study the language, local language too. Like Turkish, go to Turkish, Melayu is same, little same with Indonesian, no problem. But as you should to concern about the language, understand? Okay, because the times, yeah, for all the members, thank you so much for all the speakers. Thank you for your presentations as the moderators. I'm Oago Victoria, would like to make some summary about your presentations. First speaker from Dr. Abdullah Agmas would like to delivering some international collaboration from USAR and also giving all for the Turkey, giving all and full accommodation. So all the free, isn't it? So
yeah.
yes,
Full
true.
accommodation.
Full accommodation free. And also from the Mr. Muhammad Murad Aimes, servant also, giving all the accommodation free. And MMU also the tuition free for the dormitory we will apply. Yes, diusahakan kan? Diusahakan ya, yang asramanya ya. And also Dr. Asmida, thank you for your delightful lecturings for us. And tomorrow, for a view entering to the class, yeah, so about teaching the student here. And all the participants, thank you so much for your participating these sessions today. And if I made some wrong, please apologize me. Let's give applause first for all the speakers.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Yes. Seni seviyoruz, teşekkür ederim. Okay, and I close. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right, big applause, everyone. For all speakers today, we would like to say thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much for all speakers today and the moderator who has helped us. Thank you so much for your insightful presentation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is a book presentation. As a gesture of appreciation, there is a book presentation by the Dean of Faculty of Law in Unisula. We respectfully invite the Dean of Faculty of Law Unisula, Professor Dr. Haji Jawadi Hafiz, accompanied by the Vice Dean 1, Dr. Ida Musofiana. Please come forward. And we would like to invite Dr. Abdullah Agmas, Mr. Muhammad Murad Aimes, Dr. Nurliana Wafa binti Nakwib Wafa, and Miss Asmida binti Ahmad. Please come forward. Alright everyone, this is a book presentation. Buku ini ditulis oleh Bapak Dekan, Dr. Haji Jawadi Hafiz, SHMH, dan akan diberikan kepada delegasi dari Turki dan juga Malaysia sebagai simbol persahabatan. And after this, there is a photo session. We would like to invite all heads program and whole secretary program, Profesor Dr. Hajah Anis Masduratun, as a head program of Dr. Faculty of Law Unisula, and also Dr. Andri Winjaya Laksana, Profesor Arpangi, Dr. Latifah Hani, Dr. Bagas, Dr. Denny Suwanda to take a picture together. Please come forward. And please reverse, we're gonna take a picture together with all audiences here. Please rise, please stand up for all audiences. Dimohon untuk berdiri dan merapat untuk seluruh audiens pada hari ini karena akan dilakukan sesi foto bersama. Untuk yang di belakang bisa merapat ke depan. Alright, one more time. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Alright, unggul sebagai akreditasi dari Unisula dan terkhusus Fakultas Hukum Unisula. Alright, give applause everyone. Thank you so much for all speakers today. Thank you so much for Profesor Dr. Haji Jawadi Hafiz, accompanied by the Vice Dean 1, Dr. Ida Musofiana, and all heads of study program and secretaries of study program, Profesor Dr. Haja Anis Masdura Hatun, Dr. Latifah Hanim, Dr. Nanang, Dr. Denny, Dr. Andre, Profesor Aprangi, dan Dr. Bagaskoro.
The last agenda is closing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's close this MOU and MOA signation and visiting lecture by saying Hamdalah.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. We would like to say thank you so much to all speakers and participants for your presence and active presentation. We hope this event brings valuable insights and strengthens collaboration between institutions. And we sincerely apologize for any shortcomings and mistakes that may have occurred throughout the event. Good afternoon and see you on the next occasion.